Check it out, you know what's up. Just did a live stream, in the middle it got cut. Like GMS does when somebody steps with the lesson. I'm guessing the reason was a software issue. I need to grab a tissue, don't mean to dish you, yo. It's gonna piss you off, make me cough, ha ha ha. Cause I'm feeling sick, why did it switch off a bit, man? I'm losing my temper, vocab Malone, I'm not the emperor. I got the clothes, I got the flows. Vocab Malone got the G.I. Joes, yo. I got that soul, like 70s oh, solid gold. So I flow on and on like the ocean. Vocab Malone be roller coasting on a Saturday. Today Sunday, hit the highway, maybe one way, Yahweh to Trinity. 3 or 1, somebody say, hey, like a horse's barn, you know I'm armed. Peep this out now, I'm not so charmed like the devil, cause the witches are. What I do, I hit the switches in the car, go 1, 2, 3, feel wheel 4. Gotta feel world drive 4 and more, we will score. Like Jordan, last show, hey, how you doing? We be in the back row with an afro, got so much soul. Peep this out, I'm like years old. Don't share the age, freestyle to start, not on the page. It's not written, I'm not Luke Cage. Let me out, I unveil my rage. Hey, at the truth, no lie. Check this out now, I sigh cause I'm so tired. Hebrew Israelites get fired, oh. From theology, check this out now. The spirit's calling me, all the altar free, go out on the block. Check it, we just don't stop, wreck it, ha, you know we wreck shop. Vocab Malone, you can call me a wop, oh, or maybe even they go. Check this out now, connect, Lego, they hurt your feet. Vocab Malone, freestyling on the beat. Now we're in a mission. Yes, I'm a Christian, not a written. Now I'm spitting, call me a llama. Death is not a period, comma, but a camera. Eat the beat like Dama. People out now, I'm like Obama. Why I'm Barack, meaning I'm blessed. In Arabic, that's the answer, yes. Fresh, like aqua fresh. Check this out now, yes, y'all. Yes, y'all, make the beat move like it was U-Haul. Who you gonna call? The Ghostbuster. Vocab Malone, not a buster, but I bust a rhyme on a time. Did the time, did the crime. Oh, Italian soda. Vocab Malone, you know the coda, the north and south. Rep these rhymes that are out my mouth, no doubt. Let's do another. Got a dope beat for the sisters and brothers. One more freestyle, then we'll continue the rest of the show, cause it got cut off right in the middle. Let's go! Let's go! Yeah. Check it out now, the beat is like fire. Roll around like I was a Dayton tire. Dayton, not a tire but the rim. Thank God back in the day, rockin' Timbs. Timberland, my man, I got the win. Wimbledon like a tennis game. We on the end again. It's the first inning, the big inning. Like the book of Genesis, no longer sinning. Until Genesis like chapter 3. But then the verse, it came 15. Proto-Evangelion, you know what I mean. Adam and Eve, no longer clean. They was on the scene, so obscene. Peep this out now in the garden filled with green. It's the same life from back then that the Hebrew Israelites be spatting. Spitting when I'm hitting, freestyle not a written. Rock the microphone, I got a dog, I'm kitten. You know what we do when the beat is always hitting. Yes indeed we rockin', yes indeed we limpin'. Like we pimpin', no simpin'. Vocab got the cup, hey yo what's up? Go ahead, stand up, throw your hands up. And what? Don't throw up, cause the beat is so sick. Glow up, show up. Now it's time to show and prove. Reincarnation definitely gonna lose. Out to choose. Rock the mic with the SA crew. Hoo-dee-hoo, coming through. 1, 2, 1, 2. Got the whole crew like Anthony Flew. From an atheist to an agnostic. Need a dope beat, you know we got it. In your optic, we just don't stop it. Gonna take off like in a space cockpit. I got a rocket, yes we unlock it. Here I come again, shock it. Oh, meaning electricity. Fred Sanford discussing polygamy. Not endorsed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Call me Luke, cause I use the force. Oh. Now I got a spork. Everybody out in the place loves the spork. Especially from Taco Bell. You know, check it out. Call me Chino XL, cause I excel. Extra large. I got the rhyme. Stand tall like Marge. Marge's hair. I'm in my chair. Breathing air. The beat is rare. You don't dare. None compare to Jesus the Christ, holier than your underwear. Hey, that's sacrilege. I know it is, but I do it for the kids. Spit the wisdom, so what we give them. Vocab alone, aluminum, titanium, any kind of metal. Just like Geppetto, I pull the strings from here to the ghetto. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. This is part 2. Check it out now. We're gonna go ahead and get into this. We don't have much time. The show got cut off right in the middle. Sometimes that happens. You're coming back in. I'm gonna have to fix this later on. But we're talking about what happened with me and GMS yesterday out on the block. GMS Tempe, or should I say a GMS influenced group. And we are watching a video by them, which we're gonna continue doing now that everybody's found a new link. I don't know why it hung up. If it hangs up again, I'm just gonna call it a night. But the Lord is good, and let's go ahead and play this intro. Let's go. So we were in the middle of watching a video talking about Vocab the Demon, and let's continue on and watch that right now, okay? And so I'm flipping into that video, and this is where a GMS member had been alerted that I was there at the camp, and so he went on and he's watching the video with his phone, right? And what's happening is, he's in the live chat, and he's giving his commentary, discussing what's up, and this is a short video. It's only like 2 minutes or so, and we're going to try to pick up kind of where we left off. Let's see what he's saying right now.
The channel name is Kabari Mamath 144.
Perfect.
Support the brothers, man.
Now, right now, if you listen carefully in the background, I'm discussing. I'm giving the background to the Elijah story, which is that's from 2 Kings, by the way, which is background to the understanding of what Luke says in chapter 1, verse 17, where he says that he'll have the power and spirit of Elijah in reference to John the Baptist. And this explains what it means to say that John the Baptist is Elijah. It's not teaching the doctrine of reincarnation. Now, first of all, Elijah never died, so even if he was popping off in the 1st century again, it would not be reincarnation, it would be reappearance. That needs to be driven into the skull of every GMS member. And I don't mean that literally. We're not out here like you guys talking about cutting jugulars and stuff, right? But what my point is, you need to understand that. It's very obvious and clear. Please get with this, okay? It's true. All right, now, second of all, John the Baptist is asked in John 1:21, are you Elijah? He says no. Now, how can Jesus say this is Elijah who was to come, and then John the Baptist says no? Because they mean yes and no in two different senses. This is the only way to make sense of the text without having these two men contradict each other. GMS basically just has John contradicting Jesus, all right? I mean, in essence, that's what they do. We don't need to do that. We say John is affirming no in the sense of the popular conceptions, which were misconceptions of the day during Second Temple Judaism, which thought that literally Elijah, who never died, again I add, was going to literally reappear. John is saying, I am not Elijah reappearing like some of you guys think. That's why John says no. Now, Jesus says he is. So what did Jesus mean? All you have to do is cross-reference not just the verses in Matthew, You have to cross-reference Luke 1:17. Then you go back to the story in 2 Kings. What happens when you do that? Luke says, John came in the spirit and power of Elijah. That means he's not Elijah. He's the power and spirit of him. That's the sense in which he's Elijah, in that he fulfills the same role or function or office. When we go to 2 Kings, what do we see? Elisha, who was being mentored by Elijah, wanted a double portion of Elijah's spirit. Elijah says, if you see me when I'm taken up, you'll get it. Elisha sees him. The mantle falls to Elisha. Elisha uses it to cross the Jordan. Then the sons of the prophets, aware of this, say, he has the spirit, anointing, power, depends how you want to look at it, but you can see it right there, of Elijah. The sons of the prophet were not saying that the sons of the prophets were not saying Elisha was literally Elijah. Luke explains the same sense in which John the Baptist is Elijah. And that's the only way to make sense of John saying no and Jesus saying yes. Hebrew Israelism tries to squeeze reincarnation out of all this, totally missing the whole point about John being the forerunner to the Messiah, about John operating in the same way of Elijah in the sense that Elijah is the prophet par excellence, right? And so is John as a return to that, because the spirit of prophecy was essentially dead in Israel, by the way, which is one of the reasons we reject the Apocrypha. Now, I'm going to break all this down further in an upcoming video. Depends when we get time to shoot it. I'm working on the script right now. I'm trying to explain this to these guys, but they don't want to have a real discussion. And they just don't want to go very deep. And neither do the Israelites who endorse reincarnation. Now, let's listen to the rest of this. And that's telling you what's happening here.
Getting attacked right now.
Attacked.
You know. Ephesians 6 chapter, we balance spiritual wickedness in high places, and vocab's one of the top agents that these elites is using. You know, they came out there, the elders and apostles. What was it?
Vocab's one of the top agencies elites are using. What if I'm just a Christian apologist? You know, these guys always have the conspiracy theories.
A couple months ago. You know, and then after that camp, they closed out camp and they saw a chariot. So this thing.
Now, unless you're really paying attention, you'll kind of just gloss over that. First of all, he accuses me of working for the Rothschilds in essence. First of all, second of all, he said, and after they, and meaning the elders in New York of GMS, close out camp, they saw a chariot. Now, fortunately, G-Man was out there. It was late at night. We had already left. G-Man was out there, though, at that time and got this event on his camera phone. What was it? There were some lights in the sky, and they started hooping and hollering and said, we're seeing chariots. And they actually take this as real. They think that after our encounter with the main New York camp in Harlem last summer, that they saw chariots because they saw 3 flashing lights in the sky. They were euphoric in the video. You can hear the adulation, uncontrollable emotional adulation in their voices. Really bizarre stuff, guys. Really strange stuff. I'm serious. Disturbing. He's repeating that if it's real. As if it's confirmation they're doing a good job. And me coming against them, quote, is confirmation as well. These guys want no resistance. They don't want anyone to challenge them. Guys, those days are over. You're going to be challenged. I'm sorry. It just is what it is. Let's continue on playing this.
The elders and apostles, what was it, almost a couple months ago. You know, and then after that camp, they closed out camp and they saw a chariot. So this thing ain't slowing down, man. He's over getting really rowdy and you know what I'm saying? That demon's about to really, yep, talking to fools like a bird in the way. But yeah, tune in, you know, and put up some precepts.
You hear that? He's getting really rowdy. That demon's he's about to say manifest or come out of him. I'm getting really rowdy. If you notice, when they started trying to cut me off when I would be reading the Bible, is when I would just read louder, or I would read it in between gaps or when they were speaking. It did not begin with me interrupting them or something like that. It's when they would ask me a question, then I would answer from scripture, then they would just cut me off and start saying something else, changing the topic and not listening. Then I knew the only way to not let that happen was to go louder. I'm not getting rowdy. I'm not in their face. I ain't saying crazy stuff. I'm not cursing like your man on the right starts cursing like he did when he first saw us. But this is how they speak. This is what they say.
You know, brothers keeper, man. You know, defending our brothers, man. You know, not as Cain, you know. This is what this truth is all about, supporting one another, man. Seeing pretty soon it ain't gonna be no more talking. It's gonna be judgment.
Now, I really want you to see what's happening here. This is why I played this video. This is from a GMS member supporting these guys, watching our encounter live. Everyone stop, right, real quick. Stop. Listen to this, okay? Everyone pay attention to this, okay? Everyone pay attention. Listen. I am out there to discuss reincarnation, which is something they said, according to Tahar, would stump wacky-tacky Christians. They're not very interested in discussing it. They want to jump around and do other stuff. I am literally reading the Bible about the background. This is called a cross-reference. I'm doing intertextuality, where you go from Old to New Testament. I am showing the background of Matthew and Luke, and to an extent, John's description and understanding of John the Baptist as Elijah. I'm going to the Old Testament to explain to them the background. I'm reading the story in depth. I'm explaining the context. I've looked into this. They are not letting even the word be read. While I'm reading the Bible, this guy says, now listen, I'm going to rewind it. The guy watching the video says, pretty soon there's not going to be any talking. While I'm reading 2 Kings, he says this. And he basically says, this is what he's saying. If you listen, this is the implication. He's saying pretty soon people like Vocab who stand against our doctrine, they're going to be killed and be our slaves. Listen to what he says when I play this clip. Here I am reading 2 Kings about Elijah and Elisha, telling the Hebrew Israelites a Bible story. And this man's, who's not even there, so frustrated, he's just threatening me from afar, in essence. Guys, this is why GMS is shrinking. While Hebrew Israelism is growing and growing and growing all over, what's happening in GMS? You're losing members. Your camps are going from big to small in most cities. Your videos are getting lower and lower view counts. You don't have any channels with high subscription counts anymore like you used to. Now, I know you're going to blame the system and this and that, but the other camps have figured out ways around this stuff. You guys haven't. You're outdated. You have an outmoded model, and you fighting like this in this way is one of the most strategically disadvantageous things you can do. I could actually help your camp stay stable if you would actually take some of my advice about some of these matters. I'm serious. I'm not even joking. What is up with you guys? What's up with this? You think this is the way forward? This is the answer? I already know we don't care about popularity. No. You're failing and falling. Now listen to what he says. Listen to this.
Now when the sons of the prophets who were at Jericho saw him,
Seeing pretty soon it ain't gonna be no more talking. It's gonna be judgment. You know, so we only got to suffer this for a little bit more longer, man. All just disrespect, talking over men. Should talk about don't speak over other men when they're talking. But
are you aware of the reason I was doing that? It's because in the middle of me reading the Bible, he started cutting over me. Pretty soon, he says, we don't have to suffer this disrespect. Really? Someone just challenging you? Seriously, man. You got to understand, this looks so weak. I'm talking about the guy speaking. I'm not even disrespecting the guys in the video who, shout out to them for having a cordial conversation.
what they were saying is exactly
all praise going for Yahweh Bashmi Ashai and Yahweh Bashmi Ashai Shalak Mashapayim vocab and all you demons in this truth and outside this truth. Your reckoning is coming. Shalom, Bob Ball.
What do you guys think of that? Comments on that. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Now, here's another one called Vocab is at it again. Let's check out this video by yet another Hebrew Israelite already commenting on yesterday's encounter between me and these two guys.
My servant in Israel, whom I have chosen.
Right, so who are the Israelites today?
You two men were by yourself on camera having a good old
Who
time.
are these Israelites
The
today?
second someone comes over and wants to discuss the scriptures with you.
No, you don't want to
power.
discuss the scriptures. We know how you deal. We don't have to deal with you. We
Let's
answer
talk
the
about
scriptures.
reincarnation.
We
How
answer
many
the
times have I
scriptures.
changed the topic here tonight?
We don't have to,
Zero.
we don't have to.
How many
we
times
went
did you
into
change
it.
it? Every
we
time.
Went it, didn't we go into it?
How many questions have I
Matthew
answered?
11, we went to it.
Right, so John says
This
he's
guy-
not Elijah. So explain
still
how to
hooked on that.
reconcile.
You're not going to get it.
No,
You're not gonna
explain
get it,
how to
bro.
reconcile.
Just read that.
John saying in John 1:21. The funny thing
Isaiah
is, I know the one left
44:1.
answer. You
Right,
guys
these
haven't
are
even
the
get it.
Israelites.
The normal one
Yeah,
left
now
answer
here, I
is
was
John
checking
didn't
my
know who he
servant.
This is
was.
not for you. This is not for you. This is not for them
Okay.
either. All y'all gonna be destroyed.
But if John believed in
Give me,
reincarnation,
Matthew
why
chapter
didn't he
13,
say,
bro.
I don't know who I am?
Give me Matthew
He
chapter 13.
just said, I'm not.
He said, I'm
Because
not.
Now, Josh just made an excellent point there. I don't know if you guys caught that. Let me show you what he just did. Because John says, I am not Elijah. Josh makes the point, which is, again, an excellent point. He says, well, if John believed in reincarnation, why didn't he just say, I don't know who I am? Why did he say, I'm not? You see what I'm saying? He's saying, I'm not Elijah. And what he means is, in the sense of what you guys would mean it, the people asking him, I am not literally Elijah reappearing. That's what John is saying. And we know this because of the comments in Luke 11 and what Jesus said when he confirms Jesus as being, when Jesus confirms John as being Elijah in a manner of speaking. Just put the Bible together is all we got to do. Josh makes it the point, why didn't, John just say then, hey, I don't know who I am. Because that was their late answer, which I knew they were going to say, which is, well, John is just, we don't know who we are in the reincarnation. Now, I started off with this, asking this about this. Shout out Servant of Christ Ministries, definitely subscribe to him. Here's the question, check this out. You one Westers believe that Abba Bivens was John the Baptist reincarnated. You believe Abba Bivens was Elijah reincarnated. Ariah says he got that revelation and told him basically on Abba Bivens' deathbed, which according to all the accounts I'm aware of, Abba Bivens rejected that. He said, no, don't say that. But these guys took it on faith and then promoted it afterwards, that their leader was John the Baptist and Elijah reincarnated. Now, if we don't know who we are in the reincarnation, how is it that Ariah claimed to know? You guys made everyone at the original One West School take an oath and swear loyalty to King David, a.k.a. Messiah, who you also believe was Moses and Peter. Everyone had to take a loyalty oath to him. And that's why when Messiah began his own camp, it wasn't called House of Messiah or Moshe, House of Mo. It was called House of David, which is the same thing that David Koresh called his harem, by the way. House of David. So you knew Messiah was King David and Peter and Mo. And Gabar indicated Paul was with us and it's not me. Now, we already know what's the rumor among GMS faithful that Tahar is the Apostle Paul reincarnated. Now, he'll go around saying, I never said I was Paul. And then other times he says, I might just be Paul. They used to teach her stronger before the internet, and people got a hold of this and knew it and could call them, put their feet to the fire. Johanna is supposed to be somebody reincarnated. I forgot who Johanna is supposed to be. Tazadaki is the Holy Spirit manifest. I mean, he got a vision to a place he'd never been. Know that. Now I get it. ICGJC went off, but Ariah confirmed, and Ariah himself is supposed to be John the Revelator. Now again, if John the Baptist is saying he didn't know who he was in the reincarnation, which is not what he said, by the way, which Josh asked a great question there. How do you get to know who all these people were, guys? Come on, man. Just get out of here with this. Just get out of here with this. It's unbiblical. It's ridiculous. And all it does is create problems for your own religion because you end up with splits and all of a sudden people want to follow David instead of the other guy. Come on, man.
Sir, this is not for you. This is not for you. This is not for them
Okay.
either. All y'all gonna be destroyed.
But if John believed in
Give me,
reincarnation,
Matthew
why didn't he
13,
say,
bro.
I don't know who I am?
Give me Matthew
He
chapter 13.
just said, I'm not.
Said, I'm
Because
not.
when you
Who
come
the
back, you
Edomites?
don't know who you are.
Who are the
They don't
Edomites?
exist.
Who are the
They don't
Edomites?
exist anymore.
Hey, they don't.
Some left in Jordan. There's probably a few of them.
There's probably some half-breeds in Jordan.
Yeah, there's a few
take that.
Jordan.
You guys playing games, man.
Now, would you like to?
Just to show you how Vocab Malone is a demon. A demon. He just said that they don't exist anymore, but there's some left in Georgia, meaning the Edomites, right?
We gotta stop right there real quick. A little bit of confusion going on there. I did not say there was some left in Georgia, the country in Europe, or Asia Minor, or yeah, I think Jordan, Europe, yeah, or yeah, Eastern Europe, or the country in the southern United States. I said Jordan. Now I'm kind of being playful. I've said again and again, and I don't move away from this obvious self-evident statement, that Edomites as a distinct people group no longer exist. As a distinct people or distinct ethnic group, they no longer exist. That's why no one calls themselves Edomites. However, I was sort of giving them about as much leeway as you could give them, saying, maybe there's a few left over there in Jordan. Because that's where the Edomite kingdom was, to those who know the history of the geography in that region, the Transjordan area. That is where the kingdom of Idumea was. So that's all I was saying. And so Josh was like kind of playing along. He says, yeah, there might be some half-breeds, you know, in the sense of whoever these Edomites were left over there, you know, been mixed with a lot of Arab and perhaps actually Jewish blood because of the conquering that took place there. That's all we're saying. But this guy takes it as, oh, you know, Vocab Malone's a devil, you know, because they said they didn't exist, and he said it seems obvious to me what's going on if you're familiar with the issues, but the guy doesn't even understand. Like, if someone understood the nature of the kingdom of where Edom was, they would understand I was saying Jordan, not Georgia, right? It wasn't that unclear, but even if you misheard, you would understand I was saying Jordan because you would be familiar with the issues and what a person would say. But the guy doesn't know anything. He just doesn't know. So he said, he says Georgia. What? It's just sad. Let's listen to this GMS member review this a little bit more here.
Vocab Malone is an Edomite. I believe that wholeheartedly.
What a weird thing to say. Vocab Malone is an Edomite. I believe that wholeheartedly. What's he saying? He's saying my personal state of belief, my own mental internal condition, my emotional condition is that I believe Vocab Malone is an Edomite. When it comes to someone's lineage, you can kind of know a little more objectively. Now, I understand there's issues and problems. You know, we don't really know. But it's not something you do where you're like guessing around based upon vibrations or spirits, which is how GMS determines people's ethnicities, by the way. Vibrations and spirits. That's why he says that. He's saying, I take out on faith because of his behavior. He must be an Edomite. Oh. Now, you can tell the man is international. So it shows you, the growth of Hebrew Israelism. International. Let's continue on here playing this.
And you're going into slavery. It just plain as day.
And you're going into slavery. Blah, 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 blah. Notice, when they couldn't deal with my argumentation from the Bible there, the camp, what did they do? You're going to be destroyed. This truth isn't for you. That's not an answer. That shows you don't have an answer. This guy, he's frustrated because he can't answer. What happens? You're going into slavery, Edomite. Listen, GMS. We're not afraid of your name calling, and we're not afraid of your threats in the future about what you think is going to happen to any of us. So if that's all you're going to keep on bringing, your camp is going to shrink and get smaller and smaller and worse off. Because the situation is going to become worse. Because there's channels like mine and apologists like me all over now. And they're bringing the true truth out about what you guys believe, about what you teach, and you don't get a free pass anymore. So you're going to have to step up your game. If you don't, it's only going to bode worse for you and better for the actual truth. You have to understand this. I am trying to help you here to a certain extent. Tactically,
Gabar, Amas, I don't know who these brothers are. I just caught wind of this live stream.
Hear that? Gabar Ayamath. I don't know who these brothers are. I just caught live of this on Windstream. Shows you a few things. This GMS Tempe camp is not very well known, even by other GMS members. Kind of laboring in obscurity, number one. Number two, when we showed up, whoever was watching this began spreading it across the GMS pipeline. I don't know if they use Telegram like IUIC does. It's not really all that relevant to me. Whatever they used. And they alerted and announced each other. And so because, the demon was there in the flesh, right? Now, I had brothers with me who were asking great questions. Josh and Matthew, Kamen, Mike, Irvin, Sam Shamoon. But they focus on me. So shout out to the brothers. I'm not minimizing those brothers, right? But just shows you. Hey, Mr. Phil Fox. Thank you very much. Blessing to Vocab Loan in this ministry. SA Squad. Shout out. Thank you for the super chat. My man, Phil Fox, good support. That's a brother. And he is on the 12 tribes chart. He would be a Gadite. All right, continuing on.
That's happening right now. And Vocab Malone is at it again. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But the scripture says the gates of hell shall not prevail against thee. So let me just get that scripture there. Where the scripture says the gates of hell.
So guys in the live chat, what do you think of all this? You guys have watched kind of both of these shows. And I would really like to get your guys' opinion. It's funny, but look at this guy's screensaver, by the way. I got the volume down, but you can still see what he's doing. Did you guys see? Oh, it's so funny when people do this. You can actually see their searches. Let's find out his searches here. Let's see. Look at his screensaver though on his phone. Oh, hold on. Go back 1, 2, 5, 6. Bit downloader, Blue Letter Bible, etymology. Those are the last things he searched for. See that? Okay. Facial recognition, false shepherds, and Facebook. Father, fate, fats. Father's Day. I think that's just autofill right there. I doubt he was looking at fats, but who knows? Oh, missed one. Sorry, I'm getting too curious for my own good. Yeah, let's see. Facial recognition. Food delivery service. Barbados. Well, we know where he's from. He's from Barbados. We're not doxing anybody. We're not doing that. We're just kind of seeing what's good. I knew you were international. I didn't know exactly where. Barbados. That's fascinating. Gypsy moths, godly jealousy, KJV, Google. What are gypsy moths? Somebody look that up. I don't know the answer. Gather together his elect, KJV. GameStop game. He's a gamer. I wonder what games he likes. I bet this is a Call of Duty guy. These Hebrews like to love Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed. Guarantee you he's a Call of Duty Assassin's Creed guy. Not a Fortnite guy. Guaranteed. Gateway. Gates 2020, 2019. Gatestone. Hold on, 26. Hold on. Sorry, allow me to indulge, please. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to be able to barbecue of heaven, the Arctic, Atlantis. I'm not going to look all these up. That was interesting, though, right? Because it's kind of just Kazakhstan, Kenyan. Gates of hell. Okay. Hey, shout out for the super chat. Got a new super chat in the house, and much love to you for the super chat. Let me give me a second. I need to say your name. Excuse me, I'm messing up here. I'm not saying your name. I'm sorry about that. Let me say your name there. GTA. Yeah, he probably is a GTA guy. In fact, that might have been in the searches. I couldn't tell though. Sorry, like I said, I got a little distracted there. We're not doxing. We don't do doxing. Okay. Who gave that last super chat? What super chat did I miss? Looks like Phil Fox and Paul P. Vocab Loan at it again. Yeah, that is what it says. All right, let's continue on here. See what he's listening to. Okay. I don't hear the sound.
Questions
bro.
I just kinda think it's a little unfair, is all.
It's all good, man. We
It's
know
a
you
little-
guys ain't up here to learn.
Don't you think it's a little unfair?
We can play around with you guys too. You know,
Don't you think it's a little unfair that I answer
No,
your
it's
questions?
not unfair because you can't teach us anything. We know
All right.
about you.
Okay, so
You know all
so
about
you're
you.
telling me it's at the end, right? It's going down, right?
Well, just read that.
In the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Yeah.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire,
Yeah.
and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble.
Esau, who's Esau today? You don't know?
We've
We'll
already
tell
answered
you.
that question
We'll
5
tell you.
times
The
now.
so-called white man, the red man in the
You don't know
scriptures.
that.
The word Edom means red. Yeah, we know that. You don't know that. You don't know. You don't know that. You don't know that.
So prove it from the scriptures. Prove the scriptures.
Now, if you listen, you'll hear there's something in the background. What is that? I just happen to have the clip of Tahar saying that there is less than 628 days or whatever he said left before America was going to be destroyed. Now, I think I misquoted. I said he said less than 300 some days left in 1998, which on second thought, that doesn't make any sense. I misquoted him. I think I got the quote later. But I'm playing the clip of Tahar. Now, why am I doing that? Remember, I wanted to discuss reincarnation, but I told him at a certain point, okay, I'll go where you go then. If you're going to jump all over, I'm going to follow you. And it was not very productive that way, but that's the way they like it. And so they went into putting prophecy on us. You're about to get destroyed real quick. So I said, okay, here's your leader. Here's him prophesying. He's prophesying that Yahushua is going to destroy everything in the year 2000. That didn't happen. So I'm making the point that, you don't have a good track record when it comes to prophecy, you know? So like your threats are even more vacuous than they would be, you know?
You had it open down right there.
Have you seen this clip? Just because it
That's
means
cool. You
red
can show
doesn't mean that it's
whatever
all
clip
red.
you want.
You know what it is? America's going to be taken out, and they have less than a certain amount of days.
Hear that? Hear that?
Hold on, let me see how many days it was. Let's find out.
Talk about Job, chapter 9.
Someone should do the math.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
So who's ruling the world?
The people reading that had no
who's
clue
ruling the
what
world?
America.
Notice, when they ask a question, if you watch the full thing, almost always I try to answer their questions and get back on topic. They just want to switch to new questions and never answer any of our questions. Notice that.
Jesus Christ.
You guys
You
are-
take that verse and say, look, it's America. The audience of that book never made that connection because America didn't even exist.
German and they speaking French.
Shout out to Mike Jr. for the super chat, by the way.
If this isn't for
Chosen people. Blessed be the God and Father, our Lord Jesus
you don't
Christ,
know
who
who
has
the chosen
blessed us in
people are.
Christ with every spiritual blessing
You don't know
in
who
the
the
heavenly
chosen
places,
people are,
even
bro.
as He chose
Wasting
us
your
in
time
Him.
up here, man.
Chose us in Him.
This is
That's
what
God's
you
left.
So we're 5 minutes into this video. It's got about 12 and a half minutes left. Do you want to watch that or no? So here's my thought. I've kind of given the background to yesterday's talk. I got a little bit into reincarnation and why it's not biblical. Let me jump out of it here. You know, I showed you where you can watch the full video. You know, the Facebook Live from Operation Apologetics, as well as their channel as well. So you can get both angles right there. And then, you know, we've got 2 cameras, you know, so eventually we'll put out a video on this. But if you notice, we're really far behind. We've never put out the video from our GMS Dallas encounter. I haven't even put out the video from GMS Chicago yet. That's how far behind I am. That's like 2 summers ago. Just a lot to do on editing. We're just, you know, we got what's the name? We haven't put out the video from New York yet. You know, so we're really far behind. We haven't put out all the Houston footage yet. Right? You know, I need a whole team of serious editors, you know, people who don't play around and know what they're going to do. But, you know, we don't have enough, so it just goes little by little. But, so this video is probably not going to be out right away. However, and I reiterate, my man, Operation Apologetics, do subscribe to him right now on YouTube, not just his Facebook where the live video is. He's going to put out part of the footage, right? And then he's going to have like 30 minutes. Oh, Judah the Lion. He's going to hold on. I got something to say to you. Don't go anywhere. I got something to say to you. He's going to have like 30 minutes. He's going to have 30 minutes there where he's going to he's going to have 30 minutes. Sorry, I'm totally distracted now. He's going to have 30 minutes of footage he's going to play, right? And what he's going to do is play that footage, and then he's going to comment on it and whatnot, you know, and he was there, so it's going to be cool. That takes place, supposed to be like 6:30, so about 30 minutes from now. All right, so I'm looking forward to that. Now, Judah Lion, let me come back to you. I have a bone to pick with you. I looked at my comment section of the Nefertiti video that premiered yesterday, and you called her Uncle Ruckus, female version, basically, and some other name with a totally disrespectful comment. Now, I don't know why you think you're slick. We're cool with you, but we know you are like really, you're like what an agent really is. You act cool with this, but really you're against this. My thought is that I would like to see you not be two-faced. Because when you're around here, you're all cool and laughing and making jokes. Then when you go on other places where maybe you think people don't put comments, you put really rude, disrespectful stuff, including about Nefertiti. So I'm going to give you a chance to say one other thing if you want. Then I'm going to time you out the rest of this show. Every time you're not timed out, I'm going to time you out again. The rest of this show. Go delete that comment where you were dissing Nefertiti like that. Totally unokay. If you want to leave a comment and say something, you know, yeah. I'm really close to blocking you. I'm going to tell you straight up, man. For now, you're going to be timed out the rest of the show. Everyone, he's repeating it. Calling Nefertiti Uncle Ruckus. Are you serious? She has done more to raise awareness about issues of social injustice than you could ever dream making your little comments on YouTube videos. And yet you're going to call her that? Are you kidding? Think about all the people she's helped. What do? You don't do. Just don't be two-faced. It's just, I wish it wasn't like this, but man, if you have a Hebrew Israelite who's a friend, it's very difficult to really, truly be friends with them because you can never know if you can really trust their intentions because of the way a lot of y'all act. And Judah, you're kind of being that example. Oh, we got a trash talker. Mr. Bombas and Mr. C4. Come to one body in Yahushua Church. We will tear you apart. Honor, glory, redemption. Well, it looks like the robot has successfully accepted the programming because you're literally repeating their theme song. Congratulations, Mr. Mr. Bombast. Like, dude, maybe you're unaware, but we didn't just go to one body on the street. We went to one body's place of meeting in South Dallas and Oak Cliff and spoke to them outside, and they all came outside and they were surrounding us like it was crazy. Didn't allow much for a conversation, but the conversation we did not go their way. Now, you'd probably be convinced as a programmed robot, but we've already done this, Mr. Bombas, Mr. C4. We came to one body in Yahushua. Nobody got torn apart. He couldn't answer any of the questions about Lashawan Kodash in regards to Yahushua, and he couldn't answer any questions about the Holy Spirit. Those are the two main things we discussed. Watch the videos. But I know what you'll say. Seriously, though, these guys are funny. They're always like, well, we're different, you know. It's so frustrating. All right, I think it's time for another freestyle, and let me find which beat I'm going to use here. This is kind of a chill show. Again, I've given you guys told you what's going on here, so you guys know the schedule for the rest of the week. Don't forget it. We are one away on Patreon, by the way, on Patreon.com for having 100 patrons. So we have 99 right now. If we get one more, I'm going to open up channel memberships, and you're going to actually see the little join button underneath the videos from now on, and you'll be able to put Thundercat emojis after this happens. Because I had an artist make Thundercat emojis. I'm going to finish uploading them, and it's about to happen. All right? Very dope. So I know you guys hate when I do freestyle, but what happens is when people give in super chat, I freestyle. Hey, shout out to Napoleon Jones, a brand new subscriber. I am very glad you have joined the SA Squad. All right, so let's go ahead, do this freestyle. Let's play this one right here. tribe. Vocab alone don't kill the vibe. Roll to the side. You know how we do, it's all the way live. I drink and drive Italian soda, it helps me thrive. You know I abide in Christ, yeah, and Him I hide. And that's no lie, till the day that I'm died. Vocab alone, I kill my pride with a sword. Straight to the jugular. Vocab alone used to be so secular. Now I'm like a jugular. Check it out, a smuggler, a Bible smuggler. Not a tree hugger, except for the cross, cause I was lost. Vocab alone, I'm not no boss. Vocab alone, don't call me Haas. The beat gets tossed like a frisbee, no loss. Don't take no L, I'm safe from hell. Like LL, we rock the bells, oh well. I do not sell, I preach that word, it's called the gospel, oh well. Speak and spell like a text instrument, oh well, no well. Meaning the first advent, check it, hey. Greenback spent to buy the CD I dropped in 03, called NOTEPAD. Notepad, vocab lonely. Was a track, maybe track number 3. Yes indeed, it's on Amazon. Like the bomb, like the country Iran, or maybe Iraq. I got these facts. Vocab alone, kick it with white and black and brown. You know the sound. Peep this out, now we've been around from the top of the head. Kick it with the red. Yes indeed, my main med Fred Sanford in the live chat rocks. Shout out to the homie Mr. Phil Fox. Come around the way like every Sunday. Shout out to Nate Roxby plus Elijah J. Hey, pay the super chat. Got the bars, got the super raps. Peep this out now, taking a nap. We ain't doing that, got the lookout cap. Ho ho, where's the next beat? Yes indeed, get you off your feet. Where it is, flip that lid. This is the last beat for the kids. Ho! Yeah. Different camera. Knock you like out your socks. Like baseball, but not the Red Sox. You just don't stop. Italian soul, call me a wop. Or even Dago, this is real hip-hop. It just don't stop, we don't flip or flop. This is what we do, got the drip like drop. We wrap the shop like a metal shop. Here we go, I got a ghetto pops. Oh, that's the mentor, Jesus the Christ. He paid for my sin for. He entered, didn't die in no December, but in the Good Friday, jump in the car and hit the highway. My mind sprayed like J-Roo, coming through, mic check 1, 2. What do you do? Well, it's so smooth, like a smoothie, like a Rubik's Cube, got many color. Sister, brother, how we do, keep you warm like cover. The beat is ill, so I'm its lover. Lethal weapon, hold me down, no clever. I discover from Columbus, here we do, you know we bum rush like PE, Public Enemy. Now they make the MP3, no more CD, that's a played out mode. Peep this out, now I explode, unload. Oh, you know we show, I got the gaming code. Secret ring, decoder ring. You know what rap, I just don't sing. Swing like jazzy. Here I come again, looking snazzy. Classy, if you ask me, Jesus Christ is the one who made everything ashy. When he's coming back, taking his sheep, he might grab me when I sleep. It's deep like the ocean is. Here we go again, now we flowing kids. Vocab alone be showing the biz. Freestyling, wildin', know what it is. Gotta keep it 100. Gotta keep clean, no longer blunted. What you won't get like a beastie boy. These 3D toys, 3 decoy. Hey, Dr. McCoy was a doctor. Vocab alone be eating pasta. Like a mobster, like lobster. You know what I do, I'm not a rock star. Not a rock star, I know I are. Yes, y'all, candy bar, cause I'm out and Mars, very far. Take a spaceship, don't need a car. Take a shuttle, then I hit the throttle. How you doing? No longer bottle. I'm a grown man, Sicilian tan. Come along to Arizona, Arizona with the desert land. Well, it's so dry, it'll melt your skin. You won't like Sam like you Anakin. Here we go again, now we gonna win. Yes. To all my friends, the men and women, it's time to begin to be so sweet like cinnamon. So come on in, ladies, gentlemen. Hey Romeo, props to you, talking about good flow. Got the show, Street Apologist, breathe it out now. Bible calling us to holiness, now you know it's true. Shout out to the SA crew, falling off, mic check 1, 2. What do we do? How do you do? Yeah, gotta greet your wish alone. Call me vocab alone. Spit a poem like I'm a no. I'm not gonna say your name, bro. Why you messing up my flow? Alright, y'all, I think that's it. That's good. Shout out to Jose. How you doing, Jose? What's up, man? Had a good discussion. It's gonna be a 2-part discussion because the show fell off. It is what it is. Subscribe to Operation Apologetics. Somebody drop that link in the live chat because what's gonna happen is he is going to drop a show discussing this further. Look out for more discussion on reincarnation. Lots of good stuff coming in this week. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to end. Y'all ready for the outro, which used to be the intro? Be sure to come back to the next show, which is going to be next Sunday night. That's the next Street Apologist Live. Although in the meantime, we're going to have a lot of premieres. But be sure to come back to the next show live, which is Sunday night. Going to be taking place probably around 11 p.m. East Coast. I know it's a little bit late, but I'll see you here a week from now. Shout out to Liza J with a super chat. Thank you very much. And with that, let's end with this outro. And this is the show where we make apologetics fun again. Street Apologists Live! That was the wrong button. What I meant to say was, this is the show where we make apologetics fun again. Street Apologists Live.